Welcome to Millennium News Hour. I am Tanzeeba Naurin. In today's bulletin, we will present top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines of the day. White House Easter egg roll draws a huge crowd after a storm delayed start. Alex Murdaugh gets 40 years in federal prison for stealing from clients and his law firm. U.S. defense official had Havana syndrome symptoms during a 2023 NATO summit, the Pentagon confirms. Google to purge billions of files containing personal data in settlement of Chrome privacy case. Former U.S. Representative William Delahunt of Massachusetts has died at age 82. Gaza's Al-Shifa hospital in ruins after IDF withdrawal. Iran blames Israel for attack that killed 7. Local election loss. Erdogan vows to make amends. Japan's royal family launches Instagram account hoping to appeal to youth. Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal sent to judicial custody till April 15. LeBron James ties a career-high three-point night as Lakers beat Nets 116-104. And former Dolphins Colts player Vontae Davis found dead in his South Florida home at age 35. You were listening to Headlines Now News in detail. Thunder and lightning delayed the start of the annual Easter egg roll at the White House on Monday, but the event eventually rolled ahead under gray skies with a large crowd including many youngsters wearing ponchos or colorful jackets against intermittent rain. More than 40,000 people, 10,000 more than last year, were expected to attend, with children attempting to coax colorfully dyed hard-boiled eggs across the lawn to a finish line, among other activities. This year's theme was education and led by Jill Biden, a teacher for more than 30 years. Easter reminds us of the power of hope and renewal and sacrifice and resurrection, President Joe Biden told attendees speaking from the White House balcony, where he was flanked by two large Easter bunnies, one wearing sunglasses fashioned like his trademark Ray-Bans, but mainly love and grace towards one another. Biden said, "It's a time to cherish the blessings, the possibilities that we have as Americans. That's what I see in our country. We are a great nation because we are a good people," he said. "Our values are solid." The president, accompanied by the First Lady, then went down to the lawn, bending down to help a few youngsters with their eggs. He blew a whistle to officially start the roll, one of the oldest White House traditions, first held in 1878. Participants included thousands of military and veteran families, their caregivers, and survivors. Members of the general public claimed tickets through an online lottery. All were being admitted in 9 waves until the evening. For maybe the last time, Alex Murdaugh, in a prison jumpsuit instead of the suit he used to wear, shuffled into a courtroom Monday in South Carolina and was sentenced to 40 years in federal prison. Murdaugh was punished, this time in federal court, for stealing from clients and his law firm. The 55-year-old disbarred attorney is already serving a life sentence without parole in a state prison for killing his wife and son. Federal agents had recommended a sentence from 17 and a half to just under 22 years. Murdo also pleaded guilty in a state court to financial crimes and was ordered to spend 27 years in prison. The federal sentence will run at the same time as his state prison term, and he likely will have to serve all 40 years if his murder convictions are overturned on appeal. U.S. District Judge Richard Gergel said he sentenced Murdo to a harsher punishment than suggested because he stole from the most needy, vulnerable people, including a client who became a quadriplegic after a crash, a state trooper who was injured on the job, and a trust fund intended for children whose parents were killed in a wreck. Murdo stole from people who placed all their problems and all their hopes on him, Gergel said. The 22 federal counts are the final charges outstanding for Murdo, who 3 years ago was an established lawyer negotiating multi-million-dollar settlements in tiny Hampton County, where members of his family served as elected prosecutors and ran the area's premier law firm for nearly a century. Murdo will also have to pay nearly $9 million in restitution. A senior Defense Department official who attended last year's NATO summit at Vilnius, Lithuania, had symptoms similar to those reported by U.S. officials who have experienced Havana syndrome. The Pentagon confirmed Monday. Havana syndrome is still under investigation but includes a string of health problems dating back to 2016, when officials working at the U.S. Embassy in Havana reported sudden unexplained head pressure, head or ear pain, or dizziness. The injuries to key U.S. government personnel or their families were part of a 60 Minutes report Sunday that suggested Russia is behind the incidents, one of which took place during the 2023 NATO summit at Vilnius. I can confirm that a senior DoD official experienced symptoms similar to those reported in anomalous health incidents, Deputy Press Secretary Sabrina Singh told reporters Monday. Singh referred questions on whether Russia had a role to the intelligence community, which is still investigating the matter. The official, who was not identified, was not part of Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's official traveling delegation to Vilnius, Singh said, but was there separately attending meetings that were part of the NATO summit. Singh did not say whether the affected defense official had to seek further medical care, retire, or cease performing duties, citing medical privacy. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BT Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Google has agreed to purge billions of records containing personal information collected from more than 136 million people in the US surfing the internet through its Chrome web browser. The records purge comes as part of a settlement in a lawsuit accusing the search giant of illegal surveillance. The details of the deal emerged in a court filing Monday, more than 3 months after Google and the attorneys handling the class action case disclosed they had resolved a June 2020 lawsuit targeting Chrome's privacy controls. Among other allegations, the lawsuit accused Google of tracking Chrome users' internet activity even when they had switched the browser to the incognito setting that is supposed to shield them from being shadowed by the Mountain View, California company. Google vigorously fought the lawsuit until U.S. District Judge Giovanni Gonzalez Rogers rejected a request to dismiss the case last August, setting up a potential trial. The settlement was negotiated during the next 4 months, culminating in Monday's disclosure of the terms, which Rogers still must approve during a hearing scheduled for July 13 in Oakland, California Federal Court. The settlement requires Google to expunge billions of personal records stored in its data centers and make more prominent privacy disclosures about Chrome's incognito option when it is activated. It also imposes other controls designed to limit Google's collection of personal information. Longtime U.S. Representative William D. Delahunt of Massachusetts, a Democratic stalwart who postponed his own retirement from Washington to help pass former President Barack Obama's legislative agenda, has died following a long-term illness, his family announced. Delahunt died Saturday at his home in Quincy, Massachusetts at the age of 82, news reports said. Delahunt served 14 years in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1997 to 2011 for Massachusetts' 10th congressional district. He also was the Norfolk County District Attorney from 1975 to 1996 after serving in the Massachusetts House of Representatives from 1973 to 1975. The Delahunt family issued a statement Saturday saying he passed away peacefully but did not disclose his specific cause of death. Now it's time for global updates. Iran has blamed Israel for an airstrike that killed a senior Iranian military commander near Tehran's embassy in Syria on Monday. Israeli officials declined to comment on the incident, which risks worsening already high tensions in the region. The Israeli military has withdrawn from Gaza's main hospital after a 2-week raid. The Israel Defense Forces said its troops and tanks had withdrawn from Al-Shifa after killing hundreds of Hamas fighters as well as seizing weapons and intel documents. The World Health Organization said 21 patients died during the operation, which left the medical complex in ruins and those sheltering at the site in dire conditions. Palestinian officials said bodies had been left scattered in the dirt around burnt-out buildings. Tens of thousands of Israelis marched against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu last night in the largest protest since the war began. The crowds who gathered in Jerusalem, including families of Israelis still held in Gaza, called for new elections and railed against the government's failure to free the hostages. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BT Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan on Monday vowed to correct any mistakes that led to his party's defeat in Turkey's local elections, where the opposition capitalized on economic woes and alienated Islamist voters, casting uncertainty over his reform plans. Sunday's vote marked Erdogan and his AK party's worst defeat in more than 20 years in power, revitalizing the opposition party and strengthening Istanbul Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu's standing as the president's main rival. Redrawing a political map long dominated by the AKP, the Republican People's Party won the popular vote for the first time in decades and swept most of the main cities, penetrating far into conservative center Turkey. Analysts said voters lost patience with both a cost of living crisis driven by near 70% inflation and Erdogan's divisive political style. The result bruised his hopes of adopting a new constitution which could potentially extend his rule beyond 2028 when his term ends, they said. Though AKP and its allies have a majority in parliament, Erdogan would need broader support or a successful referendum for a new constitution. Erdogan delivered a somber and introspective speech in the early hours on Monday. Undeterred by the recent saga surrounding their British counterparts, Japan's royal family made its social media debut Monday in a bid to shake off its image as reclusive and out of touch with the country's youth. The ancient institution's Instagram launch features bonsai trees and birthday gatherings, a cautious first step into the world of social media that may disappoint those hoping for a candid glimpse into their veiled world. The account from the Imperial Household Agency account, a government agency in charge of the family's affairs, goes by the name @Kunaicho_JP and had more than 320,000 followers by the end of its first day. In 60 pictures and 5 videos published over a span of a few hours, the account showcases the royal family's first 3 months of the year, from a New Year's celebration to a royal birthday. Emperor Naruhito, Empress Masako, and their 22-year-old daughter, Princess Aiko, featured throughout, attending ceremonies and meeting other officials. The account has blocked comments on all its posts. So many in Japan took to other social media platforms to react. A court in Delhi today sent Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal to judicial custody till April 15 in a case filed over money laundering linked to excise policy for liquor. Kejriwal was produced in the court of Special Judge Kaveri Baweja after his Enforcement Directorate custody came to an end. ED had sought 15-day judicial custody of Kejriwal, saying he was totally uncooperative. ED arrested Kejriwal on March 21 in connection with the case. The next day, Special Judge Baweja remanded him in the custody of the ED till March 28. Following this, the court allowed the ED's plea requesting extension of his custodial interrogation by 4 days till April 1. In its remand application, the probe agency accused the AAP leader of being involved in the entire conspiracy of Delhi liquor scam in drafting and implementation of the policy for favoring and benefiting the quid pro quo, receiving kickbacks and eventually using part of the proceeds of crime generated out of the scheduled offense in the election campaign for Goa Assembly elections. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jadoo TV, Radiant IPTV, worldwide Jago BT network and Horizon satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 18,216.19. The NYSE composite is decreased by 96.48 points or 0.53%. Tokyo stock close price is 39,803.09. The Nikkei 225 index decreased by 566.35 points or 1.40%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,077.38. The Shanghai index is increased by 36.21 points or 1.19%. Hong Kong stock close price is 16,541.42. The Hang Seng index is increased by 148.58 points or 0.91%. Bombay stock close price is 74,014.55. The Sensex index is increased by 363.20 points or 0.49%. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. LeBron James once again looked like an ageless wonder as he played his 1,485th career game and matched a season high with 40 points to lead the Los Angeles Lakers to a 116-104 victory over the Brooklyn Nets. James had the sellout crowd at Barclays Center standing on its feet on Sunday night as he put the finishing touches on his three-point shooting display in the fourth quarter. The Lakers have now won 6 of their last 7 games. This victory moves them a season-high 9 games over .500 with 7 games remaining in the regular season. Los Angeles remained ninth in the Western Conference, but the Lakers could catch the Sacramento Kings for 8th or the Phoenix Suns for 7th in the West, taking them out of the single elimination number 9 versus number 10 play-in game. If James has another game like this in the postseason, just about anything is possible for the NBA's career-scoring leader who continues to amaze at age 39. The 20-time All-Star finished 13 for 17 overall on Sunday night. Former Miami Dolphins and Indianapolis Colts cornerback Vontae Davis was found dead in his South Florida home on Monday, but police say no foul play is suspected. Police in the Fort Lauderdale suburb of Davis said they responded to a medical emergency at Davis' home Monday morning, but the 35-year-old was dead when officers arrived. No cause of death has been released pending autopsy results. Police said in a statement that the investigation is still active. Davis played for 10 seasons in the NFL after being drafted 25th overall by the Dolphins in 2009 out of Illinois. He played 3 seasons for Miami before being traded to Indianapolis just before the 2012 season. He played 6 seasons with the Colts. The Washington, D.C. native signed with the Buffalo Bills for 2018 but left the team at halftime of the season's second game. He released a statement after the game saying that after multiple injuries and surgeries, reality hit me fast and hard. I shouldn't be out there anymore. Davis played in 122 games, intercepting 22 passes, returning 1 for a touchdown. He was selected for the Pro Bowl in 2014 and 2015 while a member of the Colts. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. White House Easter egg roll draws a huge crowd after a storm delayed start. Alex Murdaugh gets 40 years in federal prison for stealing from clients and his law firm. U.S. defense official had Havana syndrome symptoms during a 2023 NATO summit, the Pentagon confirms. Google to purge billions of files containing personal data in settlement of Chrome privacy case. Former U.S. Representative William Delahunt of Massachusetts has died at age 82. Gaza's Al-Shifa hospital in ruins after IDF withdrawal. Iran blames Israel for attack that killed 7. Local election loss. Erdogan vows to make amends. Japan's royal family launches Instagram account hoping to appeal to youth. Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal sent to judicial custody till April 15. LeBron James ties a career-high three-point night as Lakers beat Nets 116-104. And former Dolphins Colts player Vontae Davis found dead in his South Florida home at age 35. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our website. Our website address is www.millenniumnews24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jagu TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jagu BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.